Right now, your thumb dragging across a glass screen feels safe. You have a heavy, complex task waiting for you, and your brain is choosing the immediate comfort of infinite content to avoid the discomfort of starting. We are going to change that momentum. This session provides a structured engine designed to help you navigate through mental resistance and enter a state of deep, uninterrupted focus. To begin, identify one specific task you have been avoiding. It could be an essay, a budget spreadsheet, or a line of code. Pick that one item and place it directly in front of you. Next, get a timer. A physical kitchen timer, a digital watch, or a simple app on your computer will work. This is the foundational tool for managing your attention. Sustained concentration is rarely a byproduct of willpower. It is the result of identifying your brain's escape routes and systematically closing them off. Humans naturally follow the principle of least resistance. When we encounter friction in our work, we default to whatever action is easiest at that moment, usually shallow tasks like checking messages or scrolling through headlines. Look at psychiatrist Carl Jung. In 1922, he built a stone retreat away from the noise of the city. By removing the shallow chaos of urban life, he created a space where his cognitive capabilities could be pushed to their limit, leading to some of the most influential psychological work of the century. You need to replicate that isolation digitally. Close every browser tab on your computer that isn't required for the one task you chose. Set your computer and phone to Do Not Disturb mode. Take your smartphone and physically move it out of arm's reach. Put it in a drawer or on a shelf in a different part of the room. By removing those low-effort distractions, you flip the equation. Opening a new tab or walking across the room now requires more effort than simply staying on task. Deep work becomes the easiest path available to you. Procrastination functions as an emotional regulation strategy. Your brain triggers an avoidant response to the negative feelings associated with a difficult task, prioritizing immediate relief over long-term goals. To settle that response, you must shrink the threat. Take your intimidating project and reduce it to a microscopic first step. Instead of writing a report, your goal is now writing the first 3 sentences. Focusing on a manageable unit changes your perception. This smaller scale neutralizes your brain's threat response, making the task too small to trigger anxiety. Now, set your timer for 10 minutes. Tell yourself you only have to work for this brief window and start. Well, anyone can endure a 10-minute sprint. By the time the alarm sounds, you have already cleared the initial mental hurdle and generated the momentum needed for deeper focus. Because initiation is the most difficult phase of any project, this microsprint serves as the primary tool for reducing emotional friction. With your momentum established, it is time to move into a sustainable rhythm. We will now graduate to a standard 25-minute Pomodoro interval. This diagram outlines the Pomodoro rhythm, a 25-minute block of execution, followed by a 5-minute block of rest. Once activated, this interval becomes an indivisible unit of time. You cannot break this session to check an email, chat, or text until the timer rings. If a sudden idea or urge to check something else pops into your head, do not act on it. Note it down on a physical pad of paper and return immediately to your work. This structure turns your morning into a series of concrete events. You are no longer reacting to an abstract deadline. You are simply completing a visible unit of accomplishment. The moment your 25-minute timer rings, stop working immediately. Take your hands off the desk. Even if you are mid-sentence, you have reached your restorative break. Avoid checking social media or your inbox during these 5 minutes. Introducing new digital information prevents your brain from actually resetting. This glitching pathway represents attention residue. By switching to a phone or new tab, your brain remains tethered to those notifications, preventing necessary neural recovery. Instead, choose a screen-free activity. Stand up, walk to another room, drink some water, or look out a window. True cognitive recovery depends on this break from digital stimulation. You must step away from the screen to maintain your focus for the next interval. You have now successfully navigated one full cycle of the deep work engine. You transformed your environmental triggers, broke through your initiation anxiety, and maintained focused effort. Observe the work in front of you. The project you were avoiding just 30 minutes ago now has measurable progress. As you continue through the day, these focused intervals stay linked together. Over time, the initial friction of starting disappears, pulling you into a smooth, efficient state of flow. By mastering this engine, you've changed deep work from a daily struggle into a repeatable skill. You are now able to produce high-level results without relying on willpower alone.